Good morning. It is Saturday, August 5th. It is just after 9 in the morning. And I wanted to give you an update before we begin today's project, give you an update on yesterday. So we left the house last night. We went to some friend's house. So I actually stopped the dehydrator before we left, just so that I didn't have my fruit leather dry out too much. And I didn't want to risk that happening, because once it gets too crispy and dried out, it's a little hard to come back from that. So then when we came home, I ran it for about, I put it on for about 2 to 3 hours and then went to bed. But before I did that, I was able to flip 2 of them. Also, I made the mozzarella last night as well. I'm going to show you that. But first, I want to get the fruit leathers rolled up and into my jar. So the peach is still in there. The elderberries are still in there. The elderberries I'll probably check on tomorrow. I really want them to go as long as possible. All right, so here's the mozzarella. It was 2 gallons of milk, came to about 2 pounds, and I made them into, I don't know, like golf ball size balls. And you can see they are not beautiful. Not in the slightest. However, I did try it. They're being held in a saturated brine, which is basically salt water and maybe just a tad bit of vinegar. The recipe is in the cheese making book. I did taste them last night. It's good. It's not like the really amazing like buffalo mozzarella that you get at some specialty cheese shops, but it'll do. Okay, it's time to get started on the very first project for today. Now, last year I had bought peaches from the peach truck, and I think I have a video all about that, with picking them up and how many you get and the quality, and it was amazing. I think that was the second year I did the peach truck, and so this is the third year, 2023. And for those of you who may not know, in the southeastern part of the United States, where a lot of the peach orchards are, there was a late frost this year. So late that it actually damaged and killed a lot of the peach crop just across the entire southeast. And so the peach truck, which is normally this big tractor trailer that kind of goes all around in this generally the southeastern part of the United States and delivers huge boxes of delicious, beautiful peaches, they couldn't do it this year because there weren't enough. So there was no way I could do that, but I was able to order from the peach truck, and they sent me peaches in a box, and that's what I want to show you. And so I've unboxed my peaches, but 13 came in a box, and they had a foam insert where the peaches actually just stayed in the hole in the insert, so they weren't able to roll around like this. And 13 to a box, and I got 5 boxes. And so we have these beautiful peaches. I mean, the fact that they were able to ship, and they got here 2 days ago, so wonderfully and beautifully, I am thoroughly impressed. We've already been eating with some of these peaches fresh, and I grilled some for dinner with a salad the other night. And now we need to get to preserving a lot of these. And there's 3 ways I plan on doing that. The first way is just freezing some of these in slices so that I can make a variety of things with those frozen peaches later on this winter and next year, like smoothies, even cobblers or crisps, those types of things. The best way for me to actually preserve them to do that right now, in my opinion, is just freezing. So 2 trays of sliced peaches are now in the freezer. I will put them in the Ziploc bags once they are fully frozen, and then we'll have anywhere between 2 to 3 gallons worth. The rest of the peaches are destined for different greatness. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here, kind of eat what's the rest in this bowl and talk to you about the last 48 hours. So it is Sunday night. what is that, August 6th? Last I filmed was yesterday, Saturday morning, when I was slicing the peaches and put them on the cookie sheet and then in the freezer. They have since been transferred to a freezer safe bag where they will be housed in our freezer until they need to be utilized for something different, something delicious. This is one of the benefits of making ice cream at night when all the kids are in bed. My husband's upstairs. Okay, so yesterday was a whirlwind. I didn't get to do anything else other than freezing the peaches. This morning after church, we went to our little farm and harvested, and I got more calendula flowers, 2 more big zucchini, tomatoes, some peppers, and beans, and maybe a couple of little squash. And so everything has already been kind of put away. I do think I'm going to be pressure canning some green beans tomorrow because I got another gallon's worth, so should equate to around 3 quarts. I'm also this week going to be fermenting some salsa, making peach salsa, and I can't remember what else. But tomorrow I think I need to make pesto as well because I've got the basil in the fridge that we did. But so today, after we came home from the farm and did our harvest, we decided to go to the pool with the kids. It was so hot out today, and just kind of relax. And it certainly threw us for a loop with other things that my husband and I wanted to get done. Excuse me. But it was nice to just relax and let the kids play. So we came home, had dinner. They're now in bed. But while they were finishing up dinner and doing their showers or whatnot, I had these savory rolls. It's like a cinnamon roll, but they weren't sweet and they weren't cinnamon. It was like cheddar cheese, caramelized onion, garlic butter, and I made them into this savory roll that I had envisioned my family eating. And they were not very good. They didn't really eat them. I think I ate one. I heated it up and put some butter on it, and then it was really good. But they just didn't turn out the way I thought they would. And so they've been sitting in the refrigerator, taking up room. So what I decided was to break them up, put them out on a cookie sheet, and they're in the oven. They've been in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes at 325. I'm going to turn the oven off very soon and just kind of leave them there. I'll take them out in a little bit so there's no humidity in the oven, moisture. And I'm just really drying them out as dry as possible. And then either tomorrow or the next day, I will put them through the food processor or the Vitamix and make breadcrumbs. So it won't go to waste, all of that work, but they will become breadcrumbs. And then I went ahead and put together the peach ice cream. I had some cream that I had saved. I'd separated out from our milk and saved in the refrigerator. So when I make ice cream, I do it the really simple, lazy way, which is just pour the cream in the blender. I poured a little extra milk on top of that. I added the pod, the inside seeds of 1 vanilla bean pod, probably about a 1/2 cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of maple sugar, cinnamon, and a little bit of salt. And so I blend that up, but you don't ever want to blend it too fast or too high of a speed because then you get whipped cream. And you don't want that. You really just want everything blended, especially the sugar, together. But previous to that, I had sliced up some peaches, 2 peaches, really small, added a little bit, maybe 2 tablespoons of maple sugar to that, a little cinnamon, mixed it all up so just so the peaches could release some of their own sweet juices. And then I put some of that in the blender to kind of flavor the ice cream. And then I added the rest in as chunks while it was in the ice cream machine. So then you saw me take that out once it was done and put in our little ice cream container. And it's now in the freezer while I enjoy the remainder of the ice cream bowl. I will see you soon. Stay healthy, stay well. Bye-bye.
It's time to clean your ears, okay? And trim your nails, okay? Trim your nails.
There's no way you're gonna win.
Oh, I get him.
He gets confused when you put the ottoman up.
Gotcha.